In today's video, we're going to cut another piece of cardboard. I like making my own texture stamps, and I think cardboard is the easiest way, and it's like the best way. We already have so much cardboard laying around, we might as well use it, right? You could make a bunch of these. Maybe some will become your favorite, maybe some you won't ever use because you don't, maybe they didn't come out so great. But it's not a precious material that you're working with. So this is a great way to, make something that you could use on the plate and, maybe help save the planet a little bit. Let's get started. All right, as you could see, I started to do this and then I looked up and my camera was not recording. I was having a problem with the SD card. Anyway, I think this one is working now, so we're gonna just move forward. And I'm just randomly drawing here. I'm not really planning ahead. So what I'm gonna do is draw, and then I'm gonna put X's where I wanna cut the cardboard. And then we'll moisten the paper and we'll start to cut. So anyway, let me think. I really want to have like this, so I'm going to cut this, here, 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 and here, and here. Hope this is making sense. Anyway, it was just what is this? Papermate flare pen, so it's bleeding. Not a problem. I could have used a permanent. All right. So you have to be careful not to cut all the way through. You want to just cut that sort of top paper. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And actually, my favorite ones are the ones where I didn't moisten the paper. And yes, I had to struggle a little bit more, but I get like this kind of stuff. So this is also different cardboard than the last couple of times I did this. And it seems to be a little tougher. So some cardboards are harder than others. I like when you get some of the paper stuck like that. It's more, it's a grungier look. So, it doesn't bother me if I don't get all of it off. Like I love the way this happened right here. But I do still want to see my shapes. So be very careful if you're not used to using a knife like this. I've been using them most of my life, at least since high school. So I'm going to leave that little piece because I like it. And I might get a new blade. This is not feeling sharp enough. So I also bought a different brand of blades, and maybe I'm not going to like these. I don't know. Didn't seem to last that long. Okay, let's, I don't want to take too much off. We want this corrugated part because that's the part that makes our papers look so fantastic. And this is really, I mean, we all have so much cardboard these days, right? We're making the cardboard manufacturers rich. So this is a nice, inexpensive way to create a custom texture stamp for your gel plate. Okay, while I'm cutting this, I'm going to talk to you about next week. I'm going on a cruise. So if you don't know this, I go on cruises a lot. I actually like the casino, and I got that from my mother. So my mother would love to go cruising, and she used to love the casino. And I used to go and keep her company. I was never very good at it. She was really good at the casino. And we never used to get like free cruises or anything because of it. I don't think she even knew about that. I didn't know about it. But nowadays you get like points, and they offer you either a discount or something. And since we cruise so much, I take advantage of that. But anyway, that's not what this story is about. What the story is really about is these bracelets that I made for my mother years ago. So I made these bracelets out of amethyst because that was her favorite, and she also thought it was a lucky stone for her when she went to the casino. This was her idea of it being her lucky stone. So after she passed away and we were going through her house and all her things, I got those bracelets back. And I put them in my jewelry box, and I don't really wear them that much, but when I decided to try this free cruise thing, try to go to the casino and win enough money that keep me playing so that I can get enough points to go on a cruise, I decided maybe if I wear the bracelets, my mother will look over me and she will bless me with winnings. Like, do you believe that maybe your loved ones are looking over at you and they're kind of keeping you safe? I do. And I also think that, you know, my mother was my biggest supporter when it came to this channel. When nobody else was watching, my mother was watching. So anyway, the bracelets. So I decided to bring the bracelets to wear in the casino because that's where she would wear them. She would wear them in the casino, and she was always so lucky. I used to say she was the luckiest person I ever knew. Like, if there was a door prize, she was going to win it. So I started wearing the bracelets in the casino, and I was all of a sudden luckier than I've ever been in my life. Well, then I went on a cruise last month with a friend, and I forgot to wear the bracelets. I don't know, I was dressing differently because I wasn't with my husband, I was with my friend, and I don't know, I forgot to wear them. First 2 nights I did not wear them, and I had the most unlucky time in the casino. All of a sudden I noticed them in my little jewelry travel case, and I was like, oh no, I forgot to wear the bracelets. Okay, so I pull out the bracelet and I wear them that night. And I made back all the money I lost the first 2 nights. So I don't know, I'm beginning to think there's really something to it, that maybe my mother is sitting with me while I'm at the casino. Do you think I'm crazy? Some people think I'm crazy, but anyway, I'm a strong believer in, you know, spiritual stuff. Just really really believe in it anyway. So I think, you know, sometimes I can tell when someone is with me or not, you know, like maybe they're nearby. Anyway, so that I'm going on another cruise next week and I'll be in the casino. So if you ever see me in a casino on a cruise ship, come by and say hi. Anyway, so here is we're going to let this dry a little bit because it's kind of wet. This side's almost dry, but this part's still a little bit wet. But I have a feeling that's going to make a really nice paper. So we're going to try to make at least one paper with this, just to show you. This was just to show you how easy you could take your trash, turn it into something that you can really use with your gel plate. No need to go buy some expensive stamps. This is fantastic. I'll be right back. So I'm going to interrupt here because I think a lot of you are not subscribed to my channel, and I'm noticing like a fall off on how many subscribers I'm getting every month, and I really need you to help me boost this channel. So there's two things that you can do. You could subscribe, you can like, you can comment, and don't forget to hit that bell to get reminded when I post a new video. But there's a new thing called Hype. And it's only within, I think, the first 24, 48 hours of posting a video. If you push the Hype button, YouTube will push my video out to more people. So this is something new. I don't know. I know very little about it. Anyway, let's get back to all right, so the very first one I'm going to do is Payne's Gray. This is really how I like to do these. Transparent papers, dark colors. That way I can add some nice contrasty patterns. And these kinds of patterns I love to put in the shadow. Now, for some reason, my plate is really beating up. Do you see that? But that's okay. Well, so the cardboard, I also like it to not be the size of the plate. That way I can flip it around. More interesting that way. All right, so now I'm going to pick this up. Normally, I feel it's almost dry already. Well, but let's try very quickly. This is deli paper. I like these to be transparent paper so I could use them in the shadows of my figurative work. Like if the body is casting a shadow onto the floor or the chair or whatever, I could stick this in the shadow. All right, we're going to do another one. We're going to pick it up with a color, with regular. We'll do the same thing again, but this time we're going to pick it up with Indian yellow. It's another wonderful combination that I love. Okay, this time I'm going to let it dry. For some reason, this spot right here is, I guess I'm not applying enough pressure. And the cardboard is bowing a little bit, so we didn't get that. Let me see if I can. I don't know. Try just going in that one little area. That was not a good idea. Let's do that. Soften the edge a little bit. All right, it's almost dry. So the Payne's gray is kind of bluish, and this yellow is a very warm, deep, I swear it's called Indian yellow because it's the color of turmeric spice. Let's put a little bit more. Now this is a rice paper, smooth side down. So I use the cardboard both ways, in layered prints, but I always make sure I have some transparent ones around because I can always do really fun things with this. So I'm noticing the dots in the positive, and I'm thinking that that's because I wet the paper. So I did not get that the last time when I didn't wet. I'm going to have to do a small test just to see if I get the same results. Every piece of cardboard that you use might actually react a little bit different because I'm sure the manufacturing process is different. All right, let's see. So this Payne's gray turns this beautiful color of green. And I just love these papers whenever I make them with the Payne's gray and the yellow, Indian yellow. I just get this beautiful shade of green. Simple enough, right? And you could use a different kind of blade. You don't have to use this kind of blade. You could use a matte knife. I just find this easier to work with because I can hold it more like a pencil. I could also hold it this way. Whatever's easiest for you. And if you're having trouble with a matte knife because it's too big and bulky, then buy one of these. It's a good investment. I hope you got something out of this video. I will say this. I did moisten it with some water, with my little spray bottle, but I think I like it better when I struggle a little bit more. I have one that I made. This was actually the first one that I made. And I don't know if you can see this, but there's a lot of spaces in there that didn't come up because I didn't wet it. But the nice thing was these areas, the flat areas where I left the paper, they did not do this, the little dots. So I think that's because I wet the paper, it all kind of sinks in there or something. I don't know. Did not happen on this one. Could just be that it's different cardboard. This was a box of coffee. This is an Amazon box. So you could also try that. By not wetting the cardboard, maybe you get a slightly different result and you might like it more. Just a suggestion. So I'll see you next time. Don't forget to create, inspire, and share. Take care. Bye-bye.